Hello friends, Anna Delman here again for another day of encouragement. It is my day number 61. And so today my note for encouragement to myself is reaching your goals. I hope you can see that. And the reason I wanted that to be my note of encouragement for today is it's 61 days and I have been responding to my note writing for 61 days, and that's a good start to lead me to 365 days. So in order to reach my goals, I need to up my game. I need to up it in the morning, in the day, and in the evenings. I need to be strategic in doing that, and I need to just make sure that I do it in a way that I can stick to it. So I need the stickability of what I'm doing in my day and in my schedule. For me, that means I need to reduce activities that I'm not ready physically to do at the level I want. I cannot do 20 minutes of walking a day because the little inclines, although they're slight, are still a bit too much for me. I can do 10 minutes and then just make sure I don't walk around the block but just up and down the block, which is all one level. So that I need to do for 10 minutes a day. I need to increase the time for those parts of my day that are doable, and that is more reading, more studying, more writing, etc., so that I can stay current with my projection for the end of the year. And then once I've done all of that, I need to get busy living. Okay, and then it is July 18, so I want to read from Proverbs 18 today, and starting with verse number 8. The words of a whisperer are like delicious morsels. They go down into the inner parts of the body. And so the words of a whisperer is somebody who likes to go around telling stories, telling things about others, a gossip. That's maybe not the gracious way to say it, but a whisperer, a talebearer, a gossip. That's really what they are. Now, why do people go around whispering and sharing things that they should rather examine within their own hearts to figure out what the truth is before they do so? It's because they want to provoke a situation. They want to cause a divide, a separation, and a breakdown in relationships between other people, right? They want to separate somebody from their community or have people side with them and have the same opinion about a person or a situation, people, place, or thing that they do, and that's their agenda. Okay, and when Proverbs says it goes down to the inner parts of their body, it's the part in our body where we are satiated, where we are nourished, and where we are feel full and feel like we have had what we need to nourish our bodies. So the reason they do that is because they get some satisfaction out of it. They get a sense of achievement and they enjoy it. It satisfies them in an immoral way, but they are just so blinded about their greediness to achieve the goal of breaking down relationships or a relationship or an opinion of somebody else, that they will do anything because they need that satisfaction. Not nice people, right? But gossips then never really are. Never are. And then if we go down to verse 17, the one who states his case first seems right until the other comes and examines him. Now, the one who states their case first generally does so when they rush to others in their community to do that, as with the whisperer, the talebearer. They do it because they want their sentiments of, or their perspective of something to be considered as the righteous one, the good one, the one that has been thoughtful. Particularly if it's somebody who wants to maintain an image, the facade of being the wise person or the right person, or the one who has been slighted or offended. They need others to see them as being righteous in what they are sharing. And in order to do that, and then in their want to be victorious, they will share the story, the tale that they are revealing to others in a way that departs from the truth and the accuracy of what occurred. They will share it from their self-image perspective rather than from the correct way and what occurred. They will omit the truth, and they will omit their faults, and they will conceal their part in things going bad, because they need to maintain their image. And that is just the truth. Often in situations like that, if that person has been so effective in their gaslighting subsequent to their tale-bearing and sharing of their part of it first, they will gaslight so effectively that there's never an opportunity for those in their community to go and question and find out the truth. And they believe they have been victorious. Now, you often find that in situations like that, the hearers of that, when they finally start getting glimpses here and there that they were in error, they will say, well, it's not our fault. We believed our leader. We believed this person. We believed that group of leaders who told us that about the situation, because that's all we knew. However, that's lazy. I'm sorry. That's tacky and lazy, and that's not fair. And how can I say that and feel that so vibrantly within myself that I'm able to say that? Let's go look at verse number 13. If one gives an answer before he hears, it is his folly and shame. Shame on you. Shame on you for not having the desire or the want to see righteousness in your community and set things right in your community. Why can scripture say it's your folly and shame? Because it exposes the reality of yourself and your community. You wanted to believe the negativity. It also settled down in your gut to satisfy you and what you wanted to believe about a person. And I don't mean that harshly. I don't mean that unkindly. It happens everywhere in the world, because wherever we go in the world, there are people. And now you can hear an aircraft going on overhead. That's the fourth one this morning, and this is the fourth time I'm recording this, because previously it was so much closer that I couldn't hear what I was saying, so I had to re-record. But I'm not re-recording this. I'm leaving it as it is. But to get back to the folly and shame of others, if you really studied those verses in Proverbs very deeply and you applied the correct historical, grammatic, hermeneutic to the study of that text, what the original text exposes about those people who are referred to in this chapter, they would be so ashamed of themselves. It actually nullifies their opinion of themselves and what they believe they are equipped to stand in and for. They're not, because they can't be, because they were so easily allowed themselves to become the example of folly and shame. So if you're one of those people who, like me, who have been ousted because of circumstances like that, and you have been separated from community, you have a greater one. You have God as your Father, and He is the foundation on which you stand. So be blessed in the knowledge of that, and continue coming back for more encouragement, because by the end of 365 days, we'll get there together. Take care and God bless, and until tomorrow, keep well and take care of your day. Bye-bye for now.